Teresa and the Lost Demon. An odd structure appeared out of the gloom, towering before Ceresa.
Ceresa, you can do this on your own. You don't need anyone's help. Yes! I'll be burnt to a crisp. Fairies anywhere. I've got to keep quiet.
Ceresa was on her own this time. How was she going to get out of this pickle? Ceresa had certainly grown stronger since entering the forest, but even so, making her way alone was proving more difficult than expected. If only Cheshire were here.
No, I'm better off without that beast. I can make it through this forest myself.
Ceresa heard a familiar voice. It was Cheshire. Injured, he was fleeing from a group of fairies.
Not my problem.
Somehow, Ceresa had made it through. Solo adventuring was turning out much more difficult than she had anticipated. The optimism she had right after splitting up with Cheshire was long gone. Speaking of Cheshire, Ceresa couldn't help remembering him. A colossal iron structure stood before her eyes. It was a fort built by the fairies. Ceresa once again spotted Cheshire. Incapacitated by his wounds, he was surrounded by fairies.
What has he gotten himself into now? Nope, not going to worry about it.
But before she knew what she was doing, Ceresa had set off in Cheshire's direction.
I'm just going to take a look. I can't let anything happen to my stuffed cat. Who is he talking to?
The fairies had captured Cheshire. Within their ranks was one regal-looking fairy who stood out from all the others. He appeared to be talking to Cheshire, but it was too far to hear what he was saying.
What does that fairy want with Cheshire?
The fairies carried him into some kind of fortress.
Cheshire!
Forgetting the peril of her situation, Ceresa rushed to follow the fairies into their stronghold.
No good. There must be another way in.
The elusive white wolf had appeared right before Ceresa. It called out to her before running away.
Where are you going? You know another entrance? Listen, this fortress is crawling with fairies. I think you should sit this one out.
But the wolf just stared at her, showing no signs of moving. "Let's go together," the wolf's determined eyes seemed to be saying to her.
Thanks. You know, to be honest, I was a little scared going alone. Don't tell Cheshire I said that.
And so, Ceresa and the white wolf infiltrated deep into the enemy's stronghold.
Oh, Cheshire, just what have you gotten yourself into this time? Oops! I don't think it's supposed to turn that way. Oh well, it works for me.
Within, the fairies seemed to be arguing about something loudly.
I don't understand what they're saying, but if I know these fairies, it must be something absolutely nefarious. This reminds me of climbing the clock tower with Sean. She acted so tough, but I knew she was scared. All those fairies! How am I going to make it out of here? Cool! Just keeps going. Cheshire, where are they taking you? Cheshire! Cheshire!
They had finally found Cheshire. He was covered in wounds from head to toe. Hiding in the shadows, Ceresa was surprised to hear one of the fairies speaking words she understood. It is simple! We just need the girl. Stay out of our way, and we will ensure your return to the demon realm. They were speaking Enochian, the language of angels and demons. It sounded like the regal fairy was trying to strike a deal with Cheshire. Ceresa felt her heart beating in her chest. What will it be? This is your last chance, demon. Ceresa waited for his answer with bated breath. Then she heard the familiar deep growl. Oh, like I can trust a fairy. I'll devour every last one of you. Despite his battered body, Cheshire's eyes still smoldered with defiance.
Cheshire!
Thankfully, the white wolf held the nearby fairies at bay. sudden appearance of two intruders had the fairy fortress in a frenzy. Theresa seized the opportunity and freed Cheshire from his shackles. It was splendid teamwork.
Glad to see you're up for a fight. These naughty fairies are about to get punished.
Not bad. Better than your crying. Punishment, is it? With pleasure. Both Theresa and Cheshire were on fire. A large gash was cut on Cheshire's leg. Bits of cotton were falling out, along with his magical energy. The fairies had not been kind to their captive. Cheshire could hide his pain no longer.
That cut!
Unless the wound was mended, the magic-infused threads that bound Cheshire to this world would not last long.
Hold still! If you move around like that, you'll just make things worse.
Theresa needed to suture the wound as soon as possible. There was only one way she could think to do it.
Remember, Theresa, as blood flows through veins, magic flows through a witch's hair. Care for it as you would your most precious tool, and defend it as you would your very heart.
Sorry, Morgana, but I found something more important.
These were the precious locks Theresa was growing out to resemble her mother. As expected, they worked their magic. Cheshire's wound closed in an instant. Don't blame me if that teacher of yours has a fit, Cheshire said quietly.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. Besides, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be in this mess in the first place. I promised to send you back. Umbra Witch's honor. What I'm trying to say is...
But before she could finish, Cheshire had already returned to his miniature form. "Well, get a move on, will you?" he added with a squeak.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Theresa gave Cheshire a tight embrace. Somehow she felt that Cheshire was doing the same.
Restoration magic! I've never been able to pull that off before. I wonder if it might work on something else. How'd you like that? Don't think I'm so shabby now, huh?
A cut like this is nothing. But this ribbon isn't so bad,
Cheshire said in a slightly embarrassed voice.
Yeah, I think it suits you perfectly. Cheshire, over here!
Something made them stop. A strange presence. They were not alone.
Stop! We need to put a step inside the seed of ruin in our kingdom. We will not allow him to wake a plastic child from his slumber.
It was the regal fairy from earlier.
Hey, that fairy's speaking our language. I think.
Her insolence knows no bounds. Repent, for a king shall know what Snoop is not easily questioned.
The regal fairy continued his haughty monologue. Still, his thick accent was nigh unintelligible.
This is hopeless. It must be some kind of fairy dialect. So, what? Are you saying you're the fairy king or something?
Insolence! Before us all, bend the knee. Loose with 4 legs, bend 2. The very trees of Avalon bow before us to pay obeisance. We are Puka the Wise, Puka the Magnanimous. All sport dramatic effect. Puka, the one true king of the Avalon Forest.
What? Okay. So it was you who did all that awful stuff to Cheshire. I see a royal behind in need of a good spanking.
Cheshire looked happy to oblige.
Human and demon dead Salary's Buddha, whose name strikes me out for all three realms. We shall call out a blast from heaven and make the world free.
business. They just keep coming! We have to take down that fairy! Device. If I use my magic to fix it. Back to Paradiso with you. Let's get him! Fix it! Say your prayers!
should the pyre consume our very self, these interlopers shall go no further.
What's he saying now? I have a bad feeling about this.
The two sensed danger in the fairy named Puka's words and began to run.
Long live the fairy kingdom! Lovely Puka.
What? What was with that guy? What's he on about? What the? Oh, give me a break!
Realizing what had happened, Ceresa hurriedly began wiping her face clean. The spectacle was too much for Cheshire. He rolled with laughter.
Now it's personal. That creepy fairy best hope we never cross paths again. Okay, Chucklepuss, joke's over. All right, let's get a move on.
Ceresa frowned and stormed off. Trying unsuccessfully to control his laughter, Cheshire followed after. But each glance at Ceresa sent him back into fits of seam-bursting chortles.
Yes!
The sphere burned with a bright red light. The two had arrived at the final elemental core.
And that's number 4. We destroyed all the elemental cores. You know what that means? Here's the last elemental power. Let's give it a try. Let's go! Awesome! You think the White Wolf is okay?
Cheshire gave an annoyed snort.
He'll show that smug face of his before long, I'm sure.
Prepare yourselves! Perfect! Cheshire, are you feeling better? Does it still hurt?
I'm fine.
Cheshire said nothing more. But Ceresa could have sworn she heard the trace of a faint purr in his voice.
Glad to hear it. You made it out of the fortress!
Ceresa let out a sigh of relief. The wolf seemed as energetic as ever.
You're going to take us to Lucaon? We must be getting close. Come on, Cheshire, hurry! Cheshire! Here, have some. Yes! Cool!